Yo, it's Andre. I'm back with another video. Alright, this is to my, a new message. So, I'm gonna talk about black people, of what they, what the world system likes to call our people, right? Yeah, they say we're black, right? Actually, they're wrong. My people are brown skin, not black skin. If they were black skin, they'll be this color. Yeah. That's just a name that's given to our people, black. Which, yeah. In the modern world, the Israelites are known as black people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, but that wasn't what we're called generations back. That's just something that recently has been added to us. But why don't I mind? Why do I not mind being called black though? Because what black represents, just think of it, BLACK, the dark. All of reality, all of creation comes from the dark. The dark is also known as the creator. But yeah, the dark, the source, the black, is where all things, all colors, even the white light, comes out of. So therefore, that's why I don't mind that they call us black people, because, they're literally calling us the creator people. And in another term, basically. So anyway, yeah, that's why I love the color black, and I know the raw identity of what the color black means. It's just how the creator physically looks like. He's the dark, the void, the black, the dark abyss, the void with no shape or form. Yep, that's how it looks. It's black. Yeah, the color black. So anyway, yeah, black is where all life, where the white light, where all existence, where shadow, wisdom, water, the heavens, the heavenly beings, the earth, the demons, the firmament, the moon, sun, the stars, everything in existence that comes out of, that comes from, So anyway, that's why the only modern term that I like our people being called is black, because what black really is. Oh yeah, so black people, that's right, we are gods, so it makes sense. Oh yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, okay. Now when you look at our people, we already mentioned the color. What color is our people? They're brown skin, not black. Yeah. Black is just our name of our people now, but. But anyway, and then me, I'm black, but I'm light skinned. You see? Every race, every type of humans on Earth, every type of human on Earth, there's light skin and dark skin in every race. So this is nothing special to blacks. Every race has a brown skin and a light skin in every race. Like, there are Asians who are brown skin, there are Asians who are light skin. There are Caucasians who are brown skin, there are Caucasians who are light skin. There are, let me see, there are Indians who are light and dark, yeah. And what else? There's all types of whites, like Russians, all of them, outside the U.S., yeah, all of that, who are light and dark, yeah. And then there are, let me see here. There's so many people on Earth. There's a total of 18 nations on Earth, right? So I don't remember all of them. So I just know there's a total of 18. So, but I never cared to just think of all of them. So, but yeah, all 18 nations, there's light skin and dark skin in them. So yeah. Ooh, but the dark skin is always brown. There's only one group where they're so dark that they can be black. But those are like some of the Africans, or let me see here, or Egyptians. Yeah, they can reach. They get some humans can reach they can become so dark that they become like they actually do look like the color black. But on the average, majority on Earth of the different nations of black people, or you gotta understand, not every black person is the same race. Some are Indians, some are Israelites, some are Egyptians, some are Africans, some are yeah. Like, just like there's different nations of Asian people, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans. Yeah, they're just different people from each other. And, by nature, we get along with our own kind. That's just how it is, because nature is that way. There's the different type of cats and different type of dogs. But even within that same category, cats get along with their own type of cats. Just like dogs get along with their own type of dogs. And even though humans aren't animals, we're deities, yet we have the same, we do the same thing as with us. Just like even in the heavens, there's groups that hang out with their own group. Yeah, it's that way. Unity, as they try to teach us, is a myth. All things just work together. But yeah, unity is only among your own kind. Hmm. So yeah, as I was saying, but it's not saying it's not possible for another nation to get along with another nation. It's possible, but on average, yeah, we get along with our own kind only. Oh yeah, but as I was saying, oh yeah, every nation have light skin and dark skin, and yeah, every race, and like I said, every race get along with their own kind. It doesn't matter if they're light skin or dark skin. They get along with other Asians. They get along with people who think dark skin. People who became separated because I'm lighter than you or I'm darker than you have been brainwashed by the world system because they're trying to cause a division, over everything, which is ridiculous. Like a lot of people would divide just because one is light skin, one is dark skin, but they don't realize that they're the same fucking people. So get out of that deceptive mindset that y'all are different. Nope, y'all are the same people. So get along with each other like how nature intended it. Yeah, get along with your own kind. Asians get along with other Asians. Blacks get along with other blacks. Indians get along with other Indians. Africans get along with other Africans. Spanish get along with other Spanish. Ooh, I can go on and on. Whites get along with other whites. Yeah, there's supposed to be a separation among nations. That's just how it's set up naturally. We get along with our own kind, Look at what we'll do if we fight among our own people. Yeah, because I see this on Earth too. Every nation of the 18 nations, a lot of them will also fight among each other for pity shit. Like, I do this. It's not. I'm talking about pity shit. Like, in order for any nation to thrive, to keep living, they all must get along, That's why I say in one of my past videos, respect your fellow men, no matter what position he's in, and then the nation will be strong. And women, submit to the man, respect men in general, submit to men, be appreciative, and the nation will thrive. Oh yeah. Of course, a man can make it thrive on their own, but if you are submitted to him, you'll make it easier for him. Because we're attracted to feminine females, so Anyway, that's what I was saying. Ooh, that's what I was saying, man. We get along with your own kind. And number two, hey, but there are people who actually have a higher awareness, so they don't care who they hang out with. So that's good too. Yeah, because only people with the highest awareness, or even most awareness, can be aware of that conclusion. Can be aware. Yeah. But when it comes to, I understand that because majority of humans are only aware to a certain height. They're not even mostly aware. There's like depending on your awareness level, that'll be your own perceived reality. A certain awareness, you can only get along with your own kind. That's because that's just how your awareness level is. So therefore you can't help but be who. Yeah. So it's natural when it comes to that. But if you're more aware enough, then only people with more awareness, the highest awareness, can get along with others and don't discriminate regardless. Yeah. But those people are rare among the populations on Earth. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the other people are either born naturally bad, their DNA is written that way, or there are people who are born naturally good but they become bad, while there are people who are born naturally good and stay good. Yeah. See, three types of people. Yep, those who stay good, and then those who are born good but became bad, then those who are bad by nature, so they never chose to be bad. That's just their genetic makeup, so they only acting out their nature. Yep, so many people, like a lot of evil people in this world, don't take them seriously. They're made to be evil. Mm-hmm. They have to cause destruction because that's just who they are. Mm-hmm. They're being their true self. The only time we beat the shit out of them is when they're dumb enough to put their hands on you or attack you, or even if they just have to get a little close to you, and then you can punch them. So that's the only exception. But when they use words, when they call us the N-word, when they all kinds of slang and terms they give to every nation. No matter what words they use to try to provoke us, remember, words are words. They have no meaning unless you allow it. Okay, words can't hurt the mind unless the mind lets it. Ever heard the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Exactly, words are just words. So no matter what they call you, why care? If they say something about your mama, why care? Just simply not care. That's it. They can't make you be any kind of way, because you are you, they are they. You gotta think of it this way. I'm me, you're you. See? That's how I think. So why would I care what you have to say? That's how I think, literally. Yeah. Yep, and I'm not controlled by emotions, so sentiments, it's not just negative emotions that don't control me. not even sentimentary, like empathy and all that. I have all that, but I control the energy fully. So therefore, I can't be, sweet talking to anything, or I can't be like, oh, I can't let, cute things can't, just make me want to do something for them. Exactly. I have full control. hmm Like I said, a child could be on the other street being attacked by a dog. And why do I not help? Because I do not care. I control the careness, so I could choose to care or not care. Life is better when you're that way because you're not controlled by sentiments or by negative. Yeah, you're not controlled by both sides, positive or negative. It's better to fully control the energy, because that's the best way to experience existence. Then you will live a peaceful, fulfilled, rich life, without, falling for any kind of manipulation, whether positive or negative. So, understand that, my brothers out there. Anyway, to put it short, get out of all the myths y'all heard, throughout history or society growing up. All the lies that's been passed on or taught to our people from when we're young and old. Thinking that people are entitled to our strength or our help. No, no, no. Y'all, men out there, boys out there, y'all been lied to. Yeah, y'all are the value itself. We are the value itself. Why do you think females need male energy, male attention? Because they are the ones that get energy from us acknowledging them. Because we are the prize. Yeah. They are half of the prize since they come out of men. XX chromosome. That's what they are. Yeah. Men alone are complete, which is why we're called YX. Females come from men, not the opposite. So don't get it twisted. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I want to talk about that. So like I said, all reality, all things come from the dark. Yeah, D-A-R-K. A lot of people don't know the real identity of the dark. The dark is actually the creator himself. And that's actually what the creator physically looked like. Yep, that's why I said it, physically. Yeah, people can see him all the time, but they just don't recognize that they see him. Yeah, turn off all the lights. What do you see? Dark. If any of your senses goes haywire, imagine you lose your sight or you lose a little part of it. Why do you see a black dot or a black void? Yeah, because if you remember, everything reflects off of lights. If you remove that reflection of the lights, then you will just see a black silhouette. Or if you go totally blind, you'll see complete black, dark, because you're looking at the creator. The creator can't be seen because when the light shines, the creator is actually still there. He's just not noticeable when the light shines, because the light is the sun, So when the light shines, any light shines, yeah, you won't see the black, the dark. But when you turn off the lights, then you see the dark, and you realize the dark is always there, even during the daytime. It's just omnipresent, and it's all about, is it noticeable or not? That's all I can say to people. So, but yeah. The creator is the dark. People confuse the dark with the shadow a lot. Because like I said, the shadow is evil. And the dark is beyond good and evil. See? Just think of it, it's like this. The dark is beyond good and evil. The light is good. And the shadow is evil. People confuse the two. People confuse a shadow with dark. Just because they look the same, But the shadow is the necessary evil of the universe. And it's also called the self-awareness counterpart of the dark. And the light is the necessary good of the universe, and also called the thoughts of the dark. That's right, and the dark is beyond both. You gotta understand that all reality comes from the dark, even the dark's own self-awareness. The original self-awareness, since that self-awareness came first, So yeah, all self-awareness that we have is based off of the original self-awareness, universal self-awareness. When I say universal, I'm talking about all of reality. Yeah. I'm not talking about the space shit that NASA tried to pull onto us. I'm talking about, that's just another term for all of reality, all of existence. I could also say all of creation, I'm saying other terms. But yeah, so basically, before the beginning, there was pure nothing, which is the source by himself, the dark, the void. And then the void realized himself, and that's when his self-awareness counterpart was born, the original female. That came out of the original male. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just letting you know how things really are. So black people out there, my fellow Israelites who are awakened and know who they are, I'll say this to all of y'all. Be proud of, we don't accept slangs, but there's one slang that's good, us being called black, because what black really is. So they intentionally called us that to try to harm us, or, mentally, or all of that, but they had no idea what black really represented. So that's actually, so when they called us black, from back then to as an insult, they don't realize that that's not an insult. That's not an insult. That's perfection. They just called us the creator. And ironically, that is true because we are the Creator's chosen nation. We are the Creator Himself. We're called His image because we're literally the embodiment of that same Creator. That's why we Israelites are at the top of the world. Like I said, the only reason why the people that are on the bottom are at the top now temporarily is because it was set up that way by the Creator to punish our ancestors for getting out of hand. Because our power is the Creator, but we not us, our ancestors. That's right. We're different from our ancestors. We're the descendants, and every individual is different. So let me rephrase that. Our ancestors, the reason why we were born in this country is because our ancestors were brought over here by slave ships. Because our power said, "Don't follow any other power but me, because I am the power of Israel." When you follow other powers, you're denying yourself. That's what it boils down to. Because I'm actually the power of you. If y'all my image, we're the same being. And if y'all deny me, y'all deny yourselves automatically. It's the same thing, basically. So basically, when our people got, our ancestors from back then got a little big headed, and because back then we had everything. We were the top of the world. We had harems of women of all races, from any age range you want. There are females who are raised in our harem too, like from a baby too. It goes both ways. So we had women, we had females for the next generation being raised in our harem. We had diamonds, big, gigantic ones too, gold, silver. We had all the riches of the world. We had everything. Every man of Israel pretty much had his own palace, castle. We're from royalty, you know what I'm saying? Our black people, yeah. We had everything. But what did my people do? My people followed the example of the other nations who were beneath us. And that's what got our nation in trouble. So, because even before all that played out, what they did was, before all that played out, there was already a warning of what would happen if our people, stop, get away from our power and follow the other powers of the nations that they worship, basically. So basically, it was told long ago that this will happen, slavery, and we'll be at the bottom, because it's a whole nation curse, basically. So this was told generations back before the Israelites got out of hand. So, yeah. So we had everything, but our ancestors were on. I hate to admit it, but yeah, they were ungrateful, unthankful, and this is what led to us as a nation, being in America. You know what I'm saying? But everything that happens in the universe happens on purpose, because ultimately the universe is one big storybook, the original story of the Creator. So the Creator already knew all this would play out this way even before everything existed. Because I know that sounds confusing, but you gotta understand the Creator exists outside of time, outside of movement. While He is the movement, He is the time. So yeah. So He literally, to Him, everything is happening. Everything is just at once. That's all I can say. How can I explain that? I can't. Like I said, there are things about the Creator I can't explain as a human. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, so yeah, I'm saying we had everything. We didn't just have females. We had females of every race in our harems. We had We had we were in the right position. We blacks were in power, above everybody else, and we were the most attractive. I mean, we still are, but that's only lust. All women desire black men, but it's really just a lust thing. But back then, when we were in when we were fully in our power as a nation, because some of us are still in our power individually, but as a nation, all at once. Back then, when our people were in power, we men had all the women. You know what I'm saying? There was no such thing as one woman, one man. Marriage. That's just made up by the European system. It's a lie. Because see, women are created for men, not the opposite. So don't get it twisted. A lot of stuff we hear in this society are just recent. What they try to teach us, to condition us to think is normal. So a lot of stuff that they try to get our people to follow is just European ways. You know what I'm saying? A man can have countless females, while a female can only be owned by one man. Because females are not our equal, despite what society says. They're beneath us. Yes, they are our property. That's just what they are. Society teaches them more than that. And this is why these females get unbalanced, and why bad things happen to them, and they end up on antidepressants, or they end up dead, or they end up tortured, by whoever captures them and tortures them for days. I'm saying all these bad things happen to them because they're not in their natural place. They think there's something they're not. And this is why, but like I said, everything is set up to be self-correcting. That's how the universe is set up. So anything that goes against their nature will just self-destruct. That's all. Yeah. So, like I said in my past videos, any female that's unbalanced, that's not being the way they're meant to be, just leave them there. Don't help them. They'll self-destruct. Yeah. When you leave them to fend for themselves, yeah, they'll fester in their own hatred and their own negativity. See, it's so easy. We don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is leave them there, and they're gone. They'll die. Yeah, yeah. And this is why they try to teach us to help out females by default, but they're not entitled to men's help. Yeah, it's a lie from society that we're supposed to help every female. Being a real man have nothing to do with women. Like I said in my past video, women exist for us. It's not the opposite. Saying, "Oh, we're the provider," all those terms they use to make it seem like that we serve them. No, they serve us. And if they're not worthy of serving us, then we must leave them to die. We must leave. You gotta understand, you don't have to do anything to them. Just walk away and leave them to their own devices. Leave them there because they're not worthy of you as a man. This is for every man, not just Chats and Tyrones. Every man. Yes, we are the prize. Understand that. Females are created for us, not the opposite. And yeah, and there's no both. Because that would imply women are equal to us. They're not equal to us. They're created for us. They're our servants. They're the servants. We're the masters. So yeah, back then, females knew that. Females were at their happiest. They were like, yeah, they love being owned by a king, a prince. They love being owned. Yeah, they love being owned by a man. That was never oppression to them. That's just a lie they've been taught by the world system, just so the world system can make more money, off of the population by dividing the man and the woman. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff, man, that gotta be exposed, which I will as time goes on. I love being me because I know myself fully. I know what I am. And it's an honor, man. I love this beard. I love this hair. I am handsome, majestic. I love being manly. I love being powerful. You know what I'm saying? I love being alive. Oh, yeah. I love being human. I love being a deity. But because I'm also human, I will also be thankful and enjoy my human life, my human side. Yeah. I may be a deity, but I'm gonna just enjoy both sides. Being a human and a deity. It's actually fun experiencing both. So, but anyway, I wanted to mention this in this video, okay? So just be aware of that, people. Everything comes from black. That's why black works well with all colors, all the colors, Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. What's the last thing? I want to make sure I don't leave anything out because I do that a lot. Let's see. Yeah. So if any term that we're called today recently is good, it's actually being called black people. So yeah. It's funny. That slang was usually thrown at our people, invented to be an insult, but it was unknowingly calling us gods. See, how dumb are these Caucasians and other nations of people? That try to, demonize us and all that. Exactly, man. So anyway, that's it for this video. Peace.